So let's look at selection and projection together. We know that the way that we do projection, it enables us to choose particular columns from the relation, from the table. And we know that selection enables us to choose particular rows. But what's particularly nice about SQL is that it actually enables us to combine both of those in a single expression in a very simple way. So we know that we can place a condition or predicate after the where clause up here, and what that does is that will choose particular rows. And from the previous examples, we know that if we wanted to choose particular columns, we can do that by placing the columns after the select reserve word. So we can do selection and projection. In other words, we can choose particular rows and particular columns just in this very simple expression, select from where. So let's look at an example that demonstrates that. This one here says, produce a list of staff who earn over 25,000, showing only EMP number, e-name and job. And if you look at that in a little bit more detail, you've got a condition, because it's actually saying a list of staff who earn over 25,000, but it's also got a projection in there, so it's a selection and a projection, because it's saying show me the EMP number, the e-name and the job. So what that actually translates into is this. Here are particular rows that we're interested in, but we're also only interested in particular columns. So let's work our way through constructing that SQL statement. So we start off with the reserved words select from where. And the first thing we do is we go, okay, which particular table are we interested in? Well, we know in this instance it's going to be the EMP table, the EMP relation. So we pop that in there. What particular conditions are we interested in? Well, we know it's asking us to look for staff who earn over 25,000. So that goes after the where clause, just like that. And the final part says which particular columns we're interested in. Well, we know it's EMP number, e-name and job. And so those go up on the top row. And if we run that against the database, we get the result set back that shows us those particular columns and those particular rows. And it will look like that. Now, if you've done computer science or computing before, you might be looking at that and going, oh, there's something interesting here, because the where clause needs to use sal. So you can see here that we're going, show me rows where the salary is greater than 25,000. So do I need to include sal as one of the columns next to the select statement? Well, in fact, no, you don't need to. SQL will work that out for you behind the scenes. It will apply that condition even though we're not actually displaying the sal column. So you don't need to worry about